Hello, this is Dan Richardson at the Chapel of the North Hills. We're on day 3 of our Bible reading challenge. Right now we're looking at the 3rd chapter of 1 Peter. 1 Peter, the 3rd chapter, after he discusses some of the codes for husbands and wives, for families, he talks about undeserved suffering. And there is probably no greater statement of the suffering of Christ than this one right here, verse 18, 1 Peter 3:18. Christ also suffered for sins, once for all, the righteous for the unrighteous, that he might bring you to God. It tells us why he suffered. It tells us how he suffered. It tells us the big exchange, the righteous for the unrighteous. The entire purpose was to bring you to God. And so, when we get to identify with Christ, we got to remember that Christ suffered. He suffered once for all, and he suffered to bring you to God. So because of that, now we back up to what our focal verse for today is verse 14, which says, even if you should suffer for righteousness, you're blessed. Do not fear what they fear or be disturbed. I was looking at this in the original language there, and it was really interesting how they had a wordplay there. Do not fear the fear. It says, do not fear the fear. Don't be afraid of what other people are afraid of. This is Peter writing. Paul wrote a very similar idea when he said, for me to live is Christ, and to die is gain. The worst they could do is, something physical to me. Can't be afraid of that, because Jesus suffered once for all to bring me to God. Be blessed.